Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another installment of the Chelsea match review for Servette 2, Chelsea 1. I'm accompanied by my co-panelist here of the Bridge 258, Ahmed. Be sure to check out his channel. We'll be redirecting to him afterwards. He'll be doing his transfer show after the show. And I am your host, Marshalldbdx, Casually FC, whatever you want to call me. Not a very convincing match. Should we be worried? We'll discuss all that. But before we do, ladies and gents, as always, be sure to smash up the like buttons because it helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Be sure to subscribe because that also helps us out with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps us here at Casually FC get just a little bit closer to the 3K mark. We're only 41 subscribers away. So I know there's about 41 of you out there that are watching but are not subscribed. So hit the subscribe button. You're more than welcome. We welcome everyone here at Casually FC. And we welcome all differing opinions because today's show, we're definitely going to have a lot of differing opinions. I can already tell. Check out the memberships and all that fun stuff. It all helps out the channel tremendously. But as per usual, let's get right into the match recap pretty much. Not a very convincing match for Chelsea at all. So we start off similar lineup to what we saw in the first Servette leg. Same defensive line of Disasi, Badiashile, Tosin. Mudryk got another nod once again to start. Mudryk was surprising to see in the right wing. Gui also getting a nod as well to start. And like I said in my my prediction, I think this is going to be a tournament where Enzo is going to have his B team or his C team, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to stay this way. And these players are going to have to earn their stripes to play in the Premier League. But that being said, summary of the match. 32nd in the 14th minute, Chelsea did start off winning. Got a penalty thanks to Gui. No, it wasn't Gui. Did Gui get challenged? No, it was Mudryk. Mudryk earned a penalty, getting Nkunku to get his goal again. Now he's 2 goals for the season on penalties. He's good at penalties. We can tell he's cold when it comes to that. But we let Servette get back into the game with a, Badiashile not paying attention to his man or Disasi. It was just a big defensive mistakes that led to a finish across the box, far post. Jeremy Guillemone, I think that's how you say his name. I could be wrong. Scores 32nd minute. And then in the second half, we come out, same lineup, no changes made. And then another Enzo in the footballing world, Enzo Crivelli, ends up scoring another goal. He was a substitute, I believe. He came on as a substitute, scores another goal, gives Servette the victory, but unfortunately it's not enough for Servette to advance into the group stages. We end up going into the group stages. And I don't know, Ahmed, I guess we'll go with you. Well, obviously we're going to go with you, but concerning performance, or is it one to just shove under the rug? Let's see what happens in the Premier League.
Hopefully Jack can hear me nice and clearly. Big up everyone. Let's just put it like this. I think for me, today's performance is rather indicative, of the issue that we have right now with the I think the squad mentality. And what I mean by the squad mentality is in the sense that we continuously, in my personal opinion, keep on taking these games against Servette lightly. And I hope the games against Servette, are not the same, in my personal opinion, as what's going to happen in the group stages, maybe in the quarters and semis when we face some of these guys. Because it looks like to me our teams are trying to be too arrogant, too relaxed in the ball. They feel like it's a walk in the park. It's very much a scrimmage, and that's what's allowing a lot of the time, Servette to be able to, because Servette have got the mentality to try to win and try to do stuff here. That's why they look like they're more hungry than us a lot of the time. They're winning the balls, they're winning tackles, they do a lot. That's why it's really coming to that simple as that. Then there's obviously the reality of the fact that Badiashile, is cooked. You know what I mean? I'll be sorry. Listen, Badiashile's my guy, but it's time to go back to AS Monaco. You know what I mean? Mudryk, today he looks slightly better than what he usually is. But again, listen, if Sancho comes into my football club, listen, Mudryk, it's time to learn French, buddy. In my personal opinion. And I think for me, again, you know, Tosin, how do you allow a guy, you're 6'5" to dunk on you like that, bro? How do you allow a guy to let someone dunk on you like that, man, at the end of the day? And then Disasi, you know, I'm seeing you, Disasi. You're looking a bit leaner. You know what I mean? You've lost a lot of weight, it seems.
You think so?
Yeah, he's actually looks a lot leaner than he did last time. And brother, you know, you still should have some level of physicality, not getting bullied off the ball. I'll be honest. And you know, Kieran Dewsbury Hall right now, bro. Yeah, it's not looking good for him right now, bro. It's not looking good, bro, right now. That signing in the last 3-4 5 games, bro, he's not aging well. He's not aging well. I'll be serious, bro. Right now, he is not aging well at all, bro. And I think again, yeah, the reality is, bro, the problem we have here is that, you know, for me, my team, yeah, the bottom, like our B team, yeah, and our A team, you can just see there's such a clear difference. And the difference between what our A team is and what our B team is, honestly. Like, and that's the problem, bro. This is why, for me personally, I've said this before, CB needs to be coming in quick. CB needs needed as soon as possible. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, bro, but CB, we need that guy to come in as soon as possible, bro. Like, that's what it is for me. But at the end of the day, bro, I think a lot of this game comes down to a lack of taking the opposition seriously and the mentality of it, bro.
Well, that's pretty much the point that I really want to focus on, is that, you know, obviously seeing this match, the first leg was concerning, but in the first leg, we looked a lot more solid defensively, in the sense that these guys were barely getting any chances and any shots in. We weren't dominant, but at least we were able to get a result. We got some goals in, and we kept a clean sheet, so that was fine. This one, I think it's a combination of complacency, like you're alluding to, right? Like these guys not taking the game seriously, and a combination of some of these players just aren't, like, they're not convincing anymore. They're really not convincing anymore, and I'm worried now for Badiashile. Like, at least Mudryk, in the course, like, of this tournament, right, and the games he's played, like, he's shown me a little bit of progress towards something. Like, nothing that like I agree with you. If Jadon Sancho walks through that door, Mudryk, you're gonna have to relearn Ukrainian, bro, because we're sending you back. Like, that's just what it has to be. You know, like,
you gotta say it like that, bro. That's
no, I'm just saying, man. This guy think he was. Nope. Hey, man. Nope. This guy came to the UK, forgot about his past, and he forgot so much that he doesn't know how to play like he used to. Like, when he came to this team, and we were having this discussion on Discord, right? When he first came to this team, he looked electric. Like, he looked like he had something to him. Like, some people were saying confidence, some people were saying, like, he lacks that and stuff, but, like, my dude, the manager or the head coach, whatever you want to call him, I don't care, but the coach is confiding in you. He is entrusting you and literally giving you chances to prove that you deserve in this team. Like, if you starting against Wolves after you had a performance against Servette isn't any type of sign that, like, he trusts you and he's confiding in you, I don't know what is. And Mudryk, you're not showing it. You're not showing it. Like, I'm not saying he had a horrible game today, but what did he do? He didn't do really anything. You have someone like Pedro Neto that comes into that Wolves game and he's showing bits. He's showing something, like, you know, creating some chances, being aggressive, and like, I don't know, like, just the decision making for him isn't there. Like, just, I don't mind seeing him play in these conference league games, but Maresca, please, unless it's like as a substitute, I don't want to see him play in the Premier League. Like, the Premier League should be our bread and butter. That should be the competition where we need to improve. Conference League, we need to win it, right? But we also need to take it seriously. And today's match, like, just goes to show, like, Marseille. Just today's match is
time to go. Mudryk, Marseille.
It's time to go!
You know what I'm saying? Like, with the way we did business for Napoli and Lukaku, I'm just saying, like, with Mudryk, hey, let's cash in whatever we can cash in.
That's a new one.
Yeah, listen, we had to update, man. It was getting stale on the soundboard. So, listen, we need to catch up. We need to cash in on whatever we can on Mudryk. But I don't want to focus too much on Mudryk. Actually, let's focus on Mudryk before we actually go on to the other players too, because there's plenty to talk about in terms of the defense, especially, and KDH. But Mudryk, man, like I don't know, like where for you. I know Jadon Sancho is like the main deciding factor, right? So, like, if Sancho comes, I think it's obvious. Mudryk, I think it's time to go. But let's entertain in a hypothetical where Sancho doesn't come and we don't get another left winger or another attacking player. Where are you going to draw the line with Mudryk? Are you going to give him till the end of the season, or are you thinking like right now, like if we could sell him now or January, get him out? Like where do you stand with Mudryk right now?
I've already said, with Mudryk, thank you for the memories, but it's time to move on, bro. So listen, if we can get it sent, I think for me personally, I'm willing to send them out on loan to another season. In my personal opinion, like actually send them out on loan and actually.
But you wouldn't sell them.
Right now, I'm still willing to say, look, maybe he's. I feel like with Mudryk, he still needs development. So as such, I'm one of those guys that's like, okay, still needs development, still needs some stuff to be done. Okay, what can I do to make that happen? All right, Ahmed, if you're a smart guy, you're a smart lad. What do? You send them over. What's it called? To Marseille. Managed to hook with Strasbourg, but it seems with Strasbourg now, Petrovic has gone there now, so now you've got the maximum number of transfers happening at the end of the day, right? So for me personally, like now you just gotta send them somewhere. One more international loan remains. Send them to Marseille.
You're even talking before the window closes.
I said this. I have maintained that Mudryk should be going on loan since last season. Last season's pre-season, I said get him on loan. So I like, and at the end of the day, bro, it's just for me the math is just not mapping, bro. It's just not mapping.
But yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like I think we're all in agreement that he needs to go out on a loan where he's gonna actually start and be like the mainstay at that team. Which is why I think that's kind of Enzo Maresca's approach too, by making him the starter for the Conference League team, right? Because I feel like, and this is one thing I noticed almost immediately, and this game confirms it for me. Enzo Maresca has a Conference League team, and he has a Premier League team, kind of like how in the old school days, like when we had Drogba and Anelka and all of them, man, we had a Carling Cup team, and then we had a Premier League team, and it wasn't until like the final or something where we would see Drogba play and all that stuff. But I again, it's not that he's horrible, because I don't think he's a horrible player. I don't think he's shit, but he's just not giving me anything inspiring to make me think like this guy's the guy. I feel like he's doing very basic stuff, and he's not really. Even today, like he had that one play where he got in behind the defender, he beat him on pace. And he gets in front of goal and just right at the goalkeeper pretty much. And
that is why I've said to you before, Jadon Sancho needs to come to my football club, man. That's why he needs to come.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, bro. Listen, I can have Mudryk and Palmer. I can have Nkunku, Felix. I need to have Neto and Sancho there, man. Or Sancho and Mudryk, bro. I just need that, bro. I need it, man. I need it in my life because he's gonna give me more than what Mudryk can do. You know what he can do? He can hold on the ball. He can dribble on the ball. If you give him a runner, you can actually mitigate his weaknesses in the EPL.
Yeah, it's just it's such a weird situation, and I mean I don't disagree. I think if Jadon Sancho comes into this club, I don't think we see Mudryk anymore. I think. I don't know if we're going to sell him in this window.
I am on my knees. Pause. Yeah, I am on my knees. Pause for my guy Sancho to come to this football club, bro. I need it, bro. I need Sancho at this football club, bro.
Well, do you want Sancho because you want to get rid of Mudryk, or do you want Sancho because you want Sancho?
I want Sancho because I want to get rid of Mudryk and Sterling. That's really what I want him for, bro. And I can at least get money from him after I sign him on a new deal. You know what I mean? I can make money off him.
You don't actually think if we get Sancho, we're going to get rid of both, though, do you?
Yes, we are getting rid of Sterling. We're getting rid of Sterling and Mudryk. Mudryk's going to go out on loan. Sterling's going to go out on a permanent.
I don't know if
Listen,
we're gonna make both of them happen.
I know that ain't who I think it is. This fraud Will, yeah, is the one that was given, you know, the Uckers demons. Yeah, the Uckers bad. The one he was choking. Yeah, he was getting his esophagus, yeah, broken. You know, which is something that's impossible to happen, yeah, over Dow Felix. Yeah, have shame, Will. You know what I mean? You were given the super sloppy toppy, mate. The what 3000. Have shame.
Hey,
man.
yo!
You know what I mean?
Fuck me, man.
You know what I mean? What was that machine that they use? You know those like little weirdos that sleep in the corner of the things, yeah. Like they sleep in their own room. They don't leave their room. Yeah, yes, they have those machines to like suck them off. That's what Will was like, bro. I went too far. The joke lost it.
I prefer really not to speak.
Well, don't mind
If
me.
I speak, I am in
found
big
the
trouble.
goals. I was just looking for the highlights. I found the highlights for us to
I
look
lost
at
the
later.
sauce. I got lost in the sauce. I got lost in the sauce, chat.
Hey, no, not that.
What do you mean by that?
Yo.
Oh my days.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
okay,
Listen,
I
I don't know,
goals.
Marshall. I need to encourage you to watch my previous stream, yeah, on the transfer needs that I got exposed to much. I even have now a no context channel. I've got a no context. The British.
Oh, you finally got a no context channel?
And they've been exposing me a lot. I've been exposed. I think like yesterday. Yesterday's stream was so bad, bro. Dude, I was just getting barbecue chicken.
Yeah, Ahmed's been busy, man, so I get it. Oh, look who it is. Real Chicken Nugget Chris. Welcome to the stream, man.
Why is just fraud here? What is he gonna start saying? That, you know what Chris is gonna say? Oh, Ahmed, you know, I disagree though because you know, I'm trying to be opposite of you. I'm trying to be
Well, check your
contrarian,
Discord.
Chris.
You're just
You know what I
describing
mean?
yourself. You're describing
That's
yourself
you,
right
mate.
now.
That is
That
you,
ain't
you
me.
fraud. That's you.
Yeah,
fraud. How
I'm the
you
one
doing,
who,
Chris,
I'm the
man?
one,
How
I'm
you
the
doing,
one who
Chris,
hates
man?
on Kukurea, huh? When everybody
He's a-
loves him.
Listen, man, I'm getting cool.
What do you mean by that?
Wait, no, that's not what I meant to play. I meant to play that.
You know what it is, Chris, man. You're the one that likes Buddy Show. Explain yourself right here, right now, you fraud.
Oh, yeah.
What you mean? We all like Buddy Sheila in the first season.
I don't think that's true, but
What? You
Chris.
guys never liked him?
Chris,
You guys never
exposing-
rated him?
Exposing Chris
So
on Casually FC.
what's happened here? Like, I join here, I get grilled or something. What is this?
Hey man, listen, you're the one decided to go to.
shit.
Am I
you decided
paying for
to
my
be
sins
the-
or what? Chelsea
Yeah,
losing.
man. You were in Shrewsbury, mate. You know what I mean? You were chilling around in Shrewsbury, mate.
I
so,
tell you what, the Shrewsbury ground's better than that ground.
Yeah, man. Shrewsbury, night times in Shrewsbury, mate.
It
Shag
is.
sheep.
It really is.
The Shrewsbury Shag. You know what he was on? He was on a Shrewsbury Shag.
Hey, yo!
all right, here to defend himself.
Oh, the Shrewsbury Shag is elite, bro. Oh, the Shrewsbury Shag of sheep. Oh, nah, man. I'm hooping right now, man. I'm in the lab. I'm in the lab right now, bro.
You're not in
You
the lab,
gotta,
bro. Let's
you gotta
not do
speak to Weeping Willie right now, man.
What the
Whoa, whoa.
Weeping. Listen, I call him Weepy Willie because, like, what is this? Wait, where is it?
Hey
Where is it?
man,
Where is it?
my sources
Chelsea
yesterday-
played this
Let's just
shit and
comment.
we're just
My,
grilling
What
people
memories
who
have it? Come on, like I know Mudryk isn't all that, but like there's some good. Like, come on, the Arsenal goal, like that was a good. That
I'm
was a
waving
good
the one
memory.
that's
We
The
frustrating
Liverpool, the
anymore.
Liverpool game?
where we
Yeah.
we drew. Nice.
It was just some
Hey.
memories, though. Come
Hey,
on.
man.
What,
I'm
the
not even
memories
the
of
one
him
that's
taking on
crushing.
James Milner. Why would I care, man?
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
James
Why do you
Miller's
know what
class.
Sancho here, Will? We know why you're here, bro. Why are you anti Sancho, bro? Let's hear it, bro.
Because it makes no sense.
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot
No,
of
it
sense.
doesn't.
It makes sense, bro.
The only sense it makes is if we swap Sterling for him. That's the only sense it makes.
Yeah.
to be honest.
Sterling's leaving, so he's coming for Sterling. It makes
Well,
sense.
Well, if he's leaving, then yeah, of course.
Ahmed,
yeah, but if he
Ahmed
doesn't,
told me
then
Elise was coming, so that,
Yeah, that is true.
he told me Osimhen's coming, so that doesn't happen.
I mean,
told me
Hey,
Osimhen's
he's
gonna
still a
get
chance for
Doué.
Osimhen. There's still a chance for
There's
Osimhen.
still-
He's gonna get Desiree Doué.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He said
That
Elise
Desiree
was
Doué
better
one
than
didn't even
Palmer.
last. Didn't even last like 48 hours, bro. That Desiree Doué one died. It's it.
He said we were getting Samu. He said that was confirmed.
Did he? I don't even know. I'll
Samu
still play it.
literally was about to go to my football club. Samu would have been in my football club if
Yeah,
he
did he
didn't
though?
fail the
Did
medical.
he? Did he?
You
Now
know
he's in
what I mean?
Porto.
No.
He's in
I guess there
Porto.
weren't much to talk about the game, huh?
No, no,
I
there
didn't even
is.
watch
We
the
just
game.
had
I just wanted to
Mudryk.
Come on to
Mudryk who ran out of breath after 40 minutes. That Mudryk.
Yeah, that Mudryk. Yeah.
Even fair. It's not even fair.
Wait, but do you guys think Mudryk was also like the rest of the players, like kind of just not taking it seriously?
No,
I think he is.
No,
Mudryk's
he's not.
taking it serious. Mudryk
He's
is.
taking it seriously because he knows, bro. His job is on the line. He saw there's links to Sancho being very close to us today. Yeah, he actually is literally. He knows he's in trouble.
Yeah, he knows he has to perform for the manager. But
Neto is still there. Neto is still available for him. Neto, he knows Neto is there. He knows there's guys that can take his place now.
Even John Felix on the left would do better than Mudryk.
Exactly, bro.
It's just not. Every time Mudryk gets put on, he has to give it 100%. He knows he has to give 100% because he knows.
It's 100 or bust, bro.
I feel he doesn't do anything this season, and he doesn't actually make an impact into the squad.
He's not going to. Let's be honest.
I think he might be out the door. I think Chelsea might actually try.
I'm telling you, he's guys. Don't be prepared for a shock loan for Mudryk in the next 24
Oh
hours.
shit! I didn't know this. I'm sorry. I'm. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm looking through Twitter.
In the next 24 hours, be prepared for a shock.
What?
Oh,
This is one of the 10 things that will never happen. By the way,
I have. Fuck.
Actually,
Oh
it's-
wait, why is my thing not on the chat?
Lewis is ready, bro.
Big up, Carefree Lewis. Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. All of you guys who've just come from the Carefree Lewis raid, be sure to smash up the likes, please. It helps out tremendously with the channel. Also, be sure to subscribe. We're on our way to 3K, ladies and gents, so help us get a little closer to that. Big up to Lewis. Big up to the Bridge 258. Big up to the panel. Big up to us here at Casually FC. We're talking about the game. You guys already discussed the game. We're giving you a different perspective on it, or maybe the same perspective. I don't know, but we're not happy with Mudryk, pretty much, is the perspective we're getting. And I'm kind of surprised to see that what's his face is going for Fenerbahce. Amrabat. I didn't know he was even linked.
Why would you be
Amrabat
surprised? He was trash at United.
one season wonder. That's it. One season at United.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Michu Junior.
And they still have Casemiro there. So Staffy, you're gonna have to hold that one. You're still stuck with.
Oh my god, bro, I'm a joke. Oh my god, bro, we're a joke.
You know what's funny? I was telling my good friend, Staffy, that I asked him today, Ahmed Diallo's going here left on his deal, boys. So listen, if we want to get Ahmed Diallo,
Big up Lewis.
we should be looking at getting him into the club.
why would we bring in Diallo?
I'm just saying, man. Listen, man.
I don't think we
The
need
more the
another
merrier. If the
attacker.
club is holding talent, if the club is holding talent,
I think
they
we,
might as well
I
hold
think we've been
talent.
saying that for the last 2 years.
You know what I mean? If the club is willing to hold talent, let's hold talent. Innit? I'm willing to hold talent.
Ahmed, first of all, that sounds pause. Massive
What does
pause.
that sound? Pause. How is that pause? Hold talent. Hold talent. What does
Oh,
that
I
mean?
thought you said you want to hold. Never mind. Second of all,
See, got in the gar.
no, because I know what you're like. Second of all, you've got friends.
Yeah, unlike you. Hold that.
And third of all, I heard your Chelsea team got battered. What happened, guys?
Wait.
my
Get him out,
God,
man.
this
Get him out,
Yeah,
man.
no,
Get this broad
listen,
out of here, bro.
You're gonna have to sit
Yeah.
backstage for that
Sit
one, bro.
backstage.
Like,
Let's
what are we
go
talking about?
backstage then. Yeah,
You
let's
do
go
this all the time. You're either a Madrista or you're a Chelsea fan, and then when Osimhen comes, you're like, my club, Chelsea. We know how you're gonna move, bro. Ridiculous. All right, welcome back, Prime. Ridiculous, Prime. But
To be honest,
Yeah.
Marshall, this
talk to me.
Hey,
to
listen,
me,
man.
this match doesn't even matter to me. It felt like a friendly.
Well, I mean, I feel like the players made it feel like it was a friendly too, because, okay, obviously, we don't want to see this type of attitude when it comes to our players in the later parts of the tournament, right? Because we want to win this tournament. Obviously, we don't want to, be complacent, and because that's the thing. Like, if these players continue like this throughout the rest of the tournament, they're in for a rude awakening when they end up losing.
But don't you
And
think
potentially getting knocked out.
Don't you think we could say that for like any tournament where you scrape past like that? There's been times in the past, like even in tournaments that we've won, like the FA Cup, where we've scraped past like lower division teams, and we just take it more seriously as we go on. I think it's something.
No, I don't think that's the issue.
We did that.
But you know what the issue of that is? Well, if I may, yeah. I think in previous years I would have understood. Okay, we're playing trash against them, but I knew we really had elite players. With a lot of these guys are trying to fight to get into the first team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the difference.
But to me, it's just affirming what we already think. We know a lot of these guys are backups, so.
No, but
To me, it
I'm
shows
not.
our
No, but the difference. But the thing is, bro, we can confirm if they're backups or not. Yeah, if they're playing going well, right? If they're actually playing to win the game consistently, we can actually see who is actually good and who is bad. But the problem is
I
right
actually
now.
agree. Also, do you know what worries me a little bit? It's the
Yeah.
fact that normally in these sort of games, we've had players in the past that are either academy players or players that are fringe players completely. Yeah, so I do agree with you that it is a bit worrying that players that we've just signed for £30-odd million are playing this badly and this poorly, and players that we've signed for even more, like Mudryk, etc. So I get it, but
the thing is though, like, I feel like the players that we just signed aren't the ones that are being complacent, because like we saw Gui today and the last game. He looks like he's putting in a freaking huge effort, like an overhaul effort, but he's just still raw. He doesn't have the finishing. Mudryk, who knows his time at the club is like potentially coming to an end if he doesn't prove himself, he's putting in effort, but the quality is like, you know, the finishing quality isn't there. Some of the players, like, okay, let's go to the defense now. I know, Ahmed, you're being a little bit critical of Disasi. I think Badiashile was very justified. Disasi, I'm willing to give Disasi a little bit of leniency because he just came back from a hernia injury. Hasn't done this, you know, he wasn't part of the preseason because of it. You know, he's still coming to his best, but I feel like the sharpness or the experience should play a part, because in that first goal that we conceded, was it the first goal? It was the first goal. First goal we conceded. I think he was part of the play, and he never committed a foul. And he's like, dude, just commit the foul. Like you're exposing your team.
You should know to commit the foul. That's not even, you don't need to be Matt Sharpness to know I have to commit the foul there. Right?
Here, let's actually look at it real quick. Hold on, I got it on my screen. So like this is the play that we're referring to right here. So yeah, the ball's right here. I don't know if that's Disasi. That is Disasi, right?
Yeah. Yes, the guy that's
he
there.
Was already, he already got beat at this point, and we have. I don't know what Badiashile is doing here. I don't know what Badiashile is doing.
Well, again, the problem is Badiashile is like he's not an aggressive centre back. He's one of those ones that likes to shepherd the player out and then practically the block thing, right? He's not being the issue of Badiashile here. He's not being proactive enough to actually step up to stop that play from happening. The other issue I would have before we even get to Badiashile is that the Sarcasm should have just done what Chiellini did to Saka and just pulled his shirt and pulled him down and just took the yellow there, bro.
Yes, but you know, the difference in all of that, Chiellini was at that time a veteran of the game. Naron, you could say generational. Like the amount of experience he had in the game, not many centre backs could match that at the time. What, Thiago Silva maybe? Disasi, like he still needs to be taught those things. That's why I was a big advocate of keeping a Thiago Silva, even if he wasn't going to play. That in-game experience he can pass on to these centre backs, because they need to be taught.
I disagree. I disagree with the idea, by the way, bro. If I may, like
our centre backs we have are bozo, so they need to learn.
No. The problem is though, Prime, and the reason why I disagree with that, is that you know how old Disasi is, but boys and girls.
24?
25 or 26, yeah. And the reason why I'm going to say this here is because Disasi has played multiple seasons with Monaco, been a captain for that football club, he's played in Europa League football, he's played in League One consistently, so he should already know the know-how already at this point. That's kind of an excuse for you.
You're disagreeing with me when I haven't even finished. That's perfect. That's brilliant. I don't care what he's done at Monaco. He's still not good. I don't care.
But you should know. But I'm backing your point, bro. That he should actually know to already.
And he doesn't. Again, look at Rudiger when we signed him. The guy was a bozo. All that experience he had at Stuttgart and Roma, the guy was still a bozo. I took Thiago Silva and the mix of Tuchel as well, raising his level. And then out of nowhere, he became a world-class centre-back. You need that experience to guide you when you're still young and learning your trade. We still needed Thiago Silva to stay for another. And again, it's annoying having to rely on like a geriatric, but it shows because none of our centre backs are actually that good. Fofana's coming off an injury. Who knows who will ever be the same. like I like the Sassy, but like again, he's a backup level centre back for a reason. You guys all gassed up Badiashile so highly when in reality he's not that good. And Colwell, send that guy back to the Championship. Send them back to the Championship.
You know,
What does Cole have to do with this game? Like,
Listen,
what the
man,
hell?
I mean, this game
I don't-
shows we need
Marshall-
Cole for fun instead of these two.
Marshall, what he has to do with this game is I don't rate any of our centre backs.
Yeah, but Colwell's last game was actually a good game. He didn't set
And the,
foot
game
wrong.
and the game before that, he was awful. So he's 50.
It was
Yeah,
not
but
his
I would
like-
say
fault
it was
against City.
awful, like, completely.
It was not his fault. That was not his fault.
Oh, it
It's fine.
wasn't his fault. Okay, yeah, he wasn't his fault. Okay.
See, you see, chat. This is what I'm doing.
Honestly.
This is prime freight crashing. You
La-
know,
la-
yeah,
la-
prime
la-
wants it.
la-
Daddy,
la-
listen, let me bring in Daddy Osimhen, and all's gonna be alright. You know what I mean?
Wait,
bring
wait,
me
why
Daddy
did-
Osimhen, and it's all gonna be alright. You know what I mean? That's what
First of all-
that's what he's saying.
Are you finished? Thank you. First of all, Ahmed, major pause. I have never called anyone daddy. We're not doing that. We're not, even my own father, I don't call him daddy. So major pause, lava. Okay. Second of all,
Yo, Dad, you can't do
Second of all-
that, man.
I don't
He
trust
calls him
any of our
Papa.
centre backs. No, I call him dad like any normal male would do. But whatever, you're different.
Oh, I love trolling too much.
I don't.
Wow,
don't-
breaking
you're
Don't say breaking news,
news!
this is not breaking news.
Exclusive! Exclusive! It's
There's no
why are
breaking
you
news.
texting me? It just came
There's
out
no
right
breaking
now.
news.
30
Oh, there is. Yeah.
seconds ago.
Chelsea. Yeah, there is breaking news.
Wait a minute. Let me look this up. Is it Fabrizio?
Don't
Yeah,
don't
you know
announce
what,
it,
boys?
Ahmed. Don't announce it.
I'm going on. Listen, it's a good thing. Let's see. This is why the Rich 258. He knows when the time is coming for the streams, isn't it? That's why I delayed my stream by 30 minutes today. I was like,
This
instead
is-
of 11,
Can we
11:30.
just say the news, please? I don't
This
know
is
what to
not. This is nothing new. This
No,
is the
this
same
is
shit for the
new.
last
This is
24
new,
hours.
Lord.
Oh, this is not new.
It's new.
This is
It
not new. Here,
It's
I'm gonna put it
new.
up on the screen in a minute. Hold on.
You
There's
know what,
nothing
man?
new
We
about
already
this.
know.
Yeah.
This was reported
Like,
earlier.
know
we
what,
just
Chris?
talked about this yesterday.
£5 to get Chris off stream. £5 to get Chris off stream and £5 to
No,
get
Chris
stream.
is right
How
on
about-
this. This is
No.
nothing new. I know Chris's memory is not the best, but it's not this bad.
No, we-
Chelsea
no,
have
no.
approached Napoli to submit an official bid for Osimhen, loan with obligation to buy.
Tonight.
So okay,
It's
the
tonight.
new thing is that it's loan with obligation to buy. It's
By the
confirmed.
way,
That's
that-
the
tonight.
bid.
And it's
wait a
tonight.
second. That was
No,
reported
that-
earlier,
that's-
by the way.
Yeah, that's reported earlier.
That
No,
was
you reported earlier. You reported earlier.
Another
Fabrice
report.
Hawkins.
See, thank you. Lewis
Yeah.
knows too. He's about it too. Like, no, no. Fabrice Hawkins, get out of here, man. That guy's a fraud.
No, no,
But-
I don't do that. No.
He's waffling, he's waffling. Yeah,
Fabrice Talk
he's
is actually really good. Fabrice Talk is actually really good, by the way. Don't do that, bro.
He's waffling.
Yo,
He's-
Ahmed,
um,
Fabrice Hawkins literally came out 2 days ago saying Osimhen is not interested in Chelsea.
Yeah, he's not thrilled and all this nonsense.
He's not.
And all of a sudden,
That's
and
true.
all of a sudden
Can I just-
he's
Thrilled. He's not thrilled with Chelsea.
I just
Man,
said
this
it.
guy's holding out for Chelsea. What do you mean he's not thrilled with Chelsea?
Marshall, Chris, Marshall, Christopher, William. We're in 2024. We're about to enter September 2024. Why do you guys still listen to Ahmed?
It makes me laugh.
Why do you still listen
Ahmed
to
does
You
make
know
me
he's
laugh.
good. Why do you listen to Ahmed? No, again, Ahmed's the jokester. We get it. Ha ha, we laugh at him. Like how we treat Chris. We laugh. I get it. But in reality, why do you listen to Ahmed?
Why do you have to catch a stray there?
Bro,
Why?
It's
No.
always
What
catching
is this?
strays, bro. It's on fucking Prime, man. You made me laugh sometimes.
I'm sorry, Chris, bro. I
this
don't
is
think you
really-
deserve that stray, Chris. So, I apologize, Chris, man.
No, it's on behalf of Prime. We apologize.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
nice.
Hey man, Chris needs to rebrand.
Okay.
It's all good.
The news.
You know what it is, though?
Chris
You
will
know what it is,
never.
though, guys?
Chris will never
Chris had
defeat the
Chris had
Thor
what's
Timo
it
Werner
called,
obligations.
He had listen,
wants
he had
the
a
Champions League,
he had a
okay.
Shrewsbury shag with a sheep, innit? So you
What
should
the
listen to it.
fuck? This is why you need to rebrand, man. You've ruined his
I'm
rep.
not entertaining the ideas.
Yeah. Prime's heat map. Prime's heat map is left sided. It's more aggressive on the Ahmed and Chris side of things. But yeah, I mean, if
hold
you
on,
want to.
Marshall. So what you're saying is Ahmed and Chris are the press triggers, like Gallagher. I hear it.
Oh my God, Brian! Go, big man. Let it go. My God, bro.
So yeah, this is now a guess. This tweet right here is, I guess, a confirmation. So now we know what the official bid is. It's a loan with an obligation. It's not. We all had speculation it was that, but it was a loan with obligation, and we're still waiting on the salary.
Wait, no. So do we?
Yeah.
Oh, hold that, Marshall. Look at what Surf is saying to you, bro.
What?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh,
You're not
hold that,
wrong.
Marshall. You fraud. He's telling you are.
You're not wrong.
You know,
Well, my show's gonna be tomorrow anyway. So.
Basically, he's calling you Doctor Who.
I will. Okay, you know what? On the notion, in respect to the tradition, I will hold this for tomorrow and go over it again tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow then. There
Do
you
you
go.
know what's funny, guys? Yeah, I'm surprised Prime has not talked about Crystal Palace yet, considering the fact we're facing them on Sunday. So it's interesting.
I'm not talking about Crystal. Wait, wait, hold on. Is this the Servette v Chelsea review, or is this the Chelsea v Crystal Palace preview? Which is this?
Yeah, hold on.
Which is this?
Wait, am I
Again,
holding it or Ahmed holding it?
No. Ahmed, no, but also you are holding this as well, Marshall. We're not
Wait,
doing
why
the
am I
preview.
holding
Why is
anything?
the preview? We're not doing the preview.
Well, then we had breaking news. I took a break for breaking news. I'm putting this back on the screen.
I mean, there's so much you can talk about this shit. Game.
Marshall, we're doing the review for the Servette game. Not doing the preview for Palace. Why is Ahmed here?
Hey, it's Marshall's show, man. He can change it if he wants, I guess.
Why is Ahmed here?
Where? Just where? Every time.
Ahmed shouldn't be here. Ahmed shouldn't be
Big up to my
here.
guy Jacob, man. Hope he's doing well.
Big up
to my guy
Jacob. Big up Jacob.
Hey, Jacob, Ahmed's not your friend.
Listen, he knows.
Big up.
Listen, Jacob knows, man. I've got something on him. He'll be all good, man.
Big
Hey,
up. What the fuck? But big up to the Pro Club's fraud, Jacob. There you go. Also, Winter Surfer's right.
Bisuma Merchant, man.
Basuma Merchant. Nitrous
Basuma
Merchant right there,
Merchant.
man. Anyways. So yeah, this is the play, right? Badiashile doesn't get there either. Like is this I mean, it's a combination of everyone really. Like Disasi not fouling when he should. Renato kind of really caught in transition, not getting close enough to this guy, and Badiashile having to, get closer to him and failing here. I don't think I can put much blame on Jurgensen for this. We've seen keepers miss this kind of
It's low and
shot.
driven, like you're not
Yeah,
gonna
exactly.
the keeper. Low and driven and hard.
Yeah, also, there is almost 300 of you guys watching, like Surfer is saying here. If you haven't done so already, wake up. Wake up and
Wakey,
smell
wakey.
the Chelsea news. Wake up
Smell
and
the
smell the
coffee.
Chelsea result and smash those likes. Because
Yeah, man. Why the rivals not crushing it, man? Where's the rivals at, man? We lost to Servette. What happened? I thought we're gonna crush it. You know what I mean?
I mean, the thing is, though, like, at the end of the day, we did advance to the group stages, but
Marshall,
I'm
you're
just,
not
I don't
getting the
know.
joke. Keep pushing, Marshall. You didn't get the joke.
I
That's fine.
didn't get it. That went over my head. But
Yes,
my point
please.
being is that, like,
Ahmed, you're not funny, that's why.
You know what, Prime? Listen, I pray we don't get Osimhen. I pray we don't get Osimhen, yeah? A for my hair, and B for virtually, and B just for you, just so I can get Ivan to you, and I can just tell you on stream, Prime, hold that you for.
Ahmed's gonna crush it.
Hey,
on Marshall
hey.
if he stops.
Listen, Ahmed tries to crush on a lot of people. But it is what it is.
Listen, man. I win my battles. eventually. I lose battles,
You win
but
your
the war
battles.
is
You win
always
your
won by
battles.
me. I win the wars
Ahmed,
eventually.
Ahmed,
The wars I always win.
Ahmed, how was your 50-50 with the Sami Nation what battle there? What about the battle about Gallagher? You lost that one. What about the Havertz battle? You lost that one. You
wait,
lost that
did he
one.
lose the Havertz battle?
I had
Yes,
a
he
Havertz
did.
battle.
He has a Havertz jersey. You lost that battle.
He lost the Havertz debate. Oh, yeah,
I
you're
won the
right. You
Havertz
did lose
debate. I
that.
won the Havertz
You
debate.
you
Oi,
did
come
lose
on,
that
man.
battle, actually.
Oh,
Now that I think
shit.
about it.
What about Duran
It's-
Nation? You lost that battle. What about Barcola Nation? You lost that battle.
He's lost many battles.
He hasn't lost the Barcola.
Bro, are you writing all this down? Like, I don't know. I think he has lost his. Actually, let's give this season to
Barcola
Barcola.
2-2. Barcola 2 goals in 2 matches. Have shame, please. Have shame. I ain't
And
losing
Mudryk-
no battle
and
with
Mudryk-
Barcola next to me.
Mudryk won a penalty today. He's still shit.
What do you mean? I know back to Mudryk. What are you talking about, bro?
No, I'm making a point of. I'm making a point of
Like the Maresca system, Ahmed is also bad in
I'm
transition,
making a
man.
point of just because a player has a good game doesn't mean anything. Barcola's had a good game. Wow, what do you do?
All right, buddy.
Hey, I mean, we're seeing it now with Badiashile, to be honest, which is where it transitions me to my next topic with you guys, which is where are we standing with Badiashile? Because I'm actually concerned.
We should swap him for Chalaba.
Is that bad, huh?
Yeah, like
Listen, you know what's crazy, beautiful game, Phineas. You know, listen, yeah, it's hard in the streets because you know when you're speaking the facts, when you're landing the minerals, you know, around here, they don't like you, man. They don't rate you, man. They want to crash on you all the time. But listen, you know what? You know what I say? I will always win in the end. I always win my battles here.
Wait,
I always win my battles.
first of all, pause. No one's ever trying to crash on you, Lava. Hey, yo, let's not do this. Who's trying to crash you? We're not trying to crash you.
Do you even get, see again? Does it even?
What do you guys think of this comment?
Defenders.
Defenders are crap, but manager formation off the ball is crap too. How can the defense expand and track back quick enough when the midfield is so open and easy to go through? I mean, we didn't struggle against Wolves, but
I mean,
this
we
one.
didn't have midfield. We had Dewsbury in that midfield instead of a Caicedo. Caicedo
You know what I
is
said?
more impactful in that midfield.
When Caicedo came on, he looked a lot more
You
effective.
know what the issue is though, Marshall, and I'll say this on an honest note. You know what happens when KDH goes forward, he doesn't come back. Like I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he's still trying to acclimatize to how we play, but like he just never comes back to the actual team. Like he's always forward. Like the moment he goes forward, he never comes back. That leaves Enzo by himself, right? And then like
I mean, look
Baker
at this
has to then
too.
revert,
He's right
and
here.
then-
KDH
Yeah,
is here.
Shouldn't he be used to it though? He was under
yes.
Enzo Maresca before.
No,
And
it
that's-
was a different role. He played like, he was quite
right.
different.
Different role.
Yeah, I think there was less. What's the fucking word?
Under last season under Maresca, KDH was the more attack-minded midfielder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
This
that's what I'm
season,
saying.
he
There
has
was
to be the
less
balance.
there was less
And I-
responsibility for him overall as midfielder last year.
But even today in the attack, like I have a weird like relationship with KDH. Like sometimes he has like good moments, right? Where like he'll like thread the ball through and just cause something. I think in the last game against Servette, he thread the ball through, which caused someone who get the penalty. Like he was a part of that play, but today's game is just nothing out of this guy,
You know what
and
it is,
it's
man? Going
like
forward,
the consistency is concerning.
I don't know if it's because he's trying to reacclimatize to Premier League football, or if it's just a fact of, you know, he just can't do the defensive work, and he's finding it hard to do both the defensive actions and then the forward actions as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It can only be, it can literally be, you know what I mean? Tammy Abraham's going to AC Milan, by the way, guys. Little
Like
cheeky
we had
ladies.
someone like that.
Ahmed, that's old news, by the way. Keep up, bro.
That,
I mean,
how is that fraud at
it's
AC
fitting
Milan?
for the show, to
That
be
attack,
honest.
that attack, by the way, yeah, is cooked. By the way, AC Milan is finished. I just want you to know, bro. That, you know, I don't know
What
if
they
you've been
have?
watching
What the hell
them.
do you mean? They have Leao, they have Pulisic.
No, they're not good. They look
have
spookily
Pulisic.
bad in attack, bro. Like Leao is Pulisic cooked.
Loftus
Leao's been
Cheeks.
looking cooked. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's Loftus Cheeks. Thank you very much. You know what I mean?
Ruben was
Like,
good last year.
Oh, Leao. Are you saying Leao shit now?
Leao's not. It's just too much for Leao. It's like Leao Nation or bust. It's almost like Hazard and bust, bro, for them. Like, you know.
Hazard
not
could do
easy.
it. Why can't Leao?
Because, well, he's not.
I mean, he's not Eden Hazard.
Wow,
Barcola, Gallagher, and Havertz can do it for you, Ahmed. So why can't they?
Listen, Barcola could do it at the bridge, man. I'm telling you.
I mean,
bro.
I swap Barcola for Mudryk.
Listen, Barcola at the bridge, man. Let's make that happen.
the
I'd
standard
I'd
for
rather
that is really
Barcola
low.
than Sancho. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah,
Sorry
I'll
to
take him
bring
back.
back up,
Easy.
but- Oh, I'm
Cool.
dreading. Tomorrow's a
But
bit
yeah,
dark day.
Again, I just think this is a combination of like the players still having to learn Maresca's system, some of them not being good enough, and Maresca still needing to make a few tactical tweaks to adapt.
You
to
don't
some
think
of
there's
these
any
players.
complacency
Like, again,
in it though, Prime?
for these past few Servette games. Oh yes,
Yeah.
major complacency. But ultimately, we won. We got through. In the group stages, I think Maresca is going to have to really light a fire up their asses. But
I think so. If he hasn't
it's only a
already.
few games in. It's only a few games in. I'm not like again. People were complaining about the City game, and then we battered.
Breaking news
Wolves.
again.
Oh,
Is it Chelsea
here we
related?
go.
Scamcher might be coming to the club, boys. I'm telling you, Scamcher is going to be coming to the club, bro.
God,
Alright.
Are they good? Well, I need to head out,
I'll
boys.
look
I have to
into it.
head out. I have to actually head out now.
Oh,
But I just told the
I mean-
TLDR is that Juve are not willing to pay the money that's being asked for,
What was
and
the money?
it's looking like what United is asking for,
I
and it's
see it.
looking like GG's, mate. He's coming to my club, Mudryk. Time to learn French, buddy.
Oh no.
See you
Mudryk-
at my stream,
Can
Can we
boys.
we
You know
clip
what I
this
mean?
when? Can we clip this
Yeah,
when
my stream,
Mudryk
boys.
stays? Can we?
Listen,
clip
see you
this?
at my stream, buddy.
Yeah, sure,
See you at my
alright.
stream, buddy.
All
See
right,
you at my
Ahmed,
stream,
we'll
buddy.
talk to you
Love.
later, man.
Have a nice one. If you wanna come on Marshall, let me know by Discord now, and I'll send you the link.
Yeah,
later on, okay?
yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you
Oh,
know.
but I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed. Oh, okay, I
You
see.
can come on, bro. Again, listen, brother. I'll send you the link now.
Ahmed,
It's all
Ahmed
okay?
doesn't. Ahmed doesn't like the truth.
No, you know what it is? I just don't like guys like Prime. No, I'm just kidding. I'll send you the link, Prime. So no problem, my buddy.
Hey,
What? Wait, hold on.
What do you mean by that?
Is he okay today?
That is not okay.
wait. Marshall, you agree? You don't like me either? I see.
No, that's not what I said. I just
why you don't
said. All
Wonder
right,
why.
all right. Keep railroading. Fabrizio Romano, negotiations between Juve and Manchester United on Jadon Sancho are currently in total standby. Juventus consider requests made by Man United too high and won't proceed at current conditions. It could only change with more sales in the final 24 hours. Sorry, guys. It's going to be a combination
What is this price?
transfer show as well as
What is this
man.
price?
review show.
I really thought we were away from like trying to give
Recruit mid.
like random players that were good like 5 years ago.
But
I know,
Will,
wait,
this is
can I
what
say
I
one
don't
thing?
get.
Can I say
go
one
ahead.
thing? I
Go
don't want to
ahead.
sound like a hypocrite because of Felix, yeah? I don't want to sound like a hypocrite because I...
but you are. Continue.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You
No,
are,
but Felix-
okay? Go.
but I'm about to explain myself. Felix has actually not had a decline like Sancho, whether you want to admit it or not. Nowhere near a decline.
They've both.
Nowhere near the
That's
same
not,
decline.
Marshall's gonna explode.
Why
That's
though?
not true.
Sancho
Because
had
he
problems
loves
off the
Sancho.
pitch. He's had problems off the pitch. He's
Yeah.
fallen out of his manager. He's been overweight at times.
I mean, it's agendas clearly of the manager.
like it's like I think there is a player in Sancho. Yeah, this
yeah,
is,
he's technical.
there is a player in Sancho, but do we need to be the club that gives him that he has to?
Yeah, he
the
likes
way,
London. He
the
likes
way
London.
you're framing it, you're making it seem like we're just getting Sancho and that's it. Like you understand there's more to it. Like if we were to get Sancho, we've made it clear that we will not entertain Sancho unless a player goes the other way. And that
Oh,
player is either Sterling or
is that-
Chilwell. It's likely to be Sterling.
But Marshall, is that
Oh,
is
Sterling.
that a nailed on thing, or have we said
It
that
must
we
be.
prefer to?
It must be a
Because
nailed
I've
on
not heard
thing.
anything today
'Cause
about
the-
Sterling and United.
It must be a nailed on thing, just like we're pretty nailed on about the salary, and we've turned down players because of the salary thing. We won't take any players that don't abide to the current salary. So
I think you're right. If you're right, then it is what it
I
is.
think
I'd
I am
rather
right
have
because
Sancho than Sterling.
listen,
But-
I am very much of the ilk that I could be proven wrong because this ownership has thrown curveballs at me out of nowhere, right? Like at all of us, to be honest. I can't just throw myself in there. But the one thing they've been consistent on is the whole salary and wage structure. Like no one has come in and broken that wage structure. The only one they've been saying that they're being willing to break that wage structure for is Osimhen. And I think Sancho, if he wants to do anything with his career, is gonna be forced to take that wage cut to come to Chelsea. And if they're gonna be true to their word, and they're already negotiating with United over Sterling. Sterling's camp is already there negotiating with United. I think Sterling goes the other way. So, in a sense, it's kind of a win-win. Like, if we can get rid of... Well, it's not really a win-win, but it helps. You scratch your back. You scratch my back.
That's what it is. It's a lose-lose and we lose
But
less.
again, you say it's a lose because, like, Sancho isn't a bad player. Like, everything you're saying, there's a caveat to it because you could say the same thing about Sancho for 75% of that Man United team.
And I don't want any of that Man United team.
But the moment Sancho left, and Chris, I swear to God, the moment Sancho left that United team for a stint at Dortmund, he already looked twice the player he looked like at United.
Yeah, but he was
He
so
looked-
bad at United. He wasn't even that good at Dortmund on his return stint. He wasn't that good. He was all right.
you guys want to know my opinion on this?
Sure.
Sure.
I think Sancho is massively overrated in the world of football because he has technical ability. I think.
Where were you guys yesterday?
I think.
Shut up, Chris.
Whoever, Chris. I think in football terms, he hasn't really done anything in the game for people to rate him highly. People will rate Sancho but disrespect the likes of Victor Osimhen when he's done a lot more in the world of football. Now, in saying that, Felix is also in that same bracket because he has technical ability. Everyone loves him, but again, he is massively overrated and not done anything in the world of football for people to actually rate him highly. I didn't want Felix, but I understood the signing in terms of squad depth. I understood it. I don't want Sancho, but in terms of squad depth, I'd rather have him coming off the bench than Mudryk.
But that's the
Exactly.
thing,
I
like that,
agree,
but
man.
Will, that's where we go back. Like I think it is being hypocritical
Marshall,
because we did the same thing for João Felix.
Yes,
The
and-
only reason we signed João Felix is to get Conor Gallagher out the door. Just like the
No,
only
but
reason we're
also-
interested in Jadon Sancho. And honestly, Jadon Sancho transfer makes more sense than João Felix anyways.
No, it doesn't.
But because
Really?
Maresca's worked with Jadon Sancho for years.
No, he hasn't.
He actually
No,
knows
he
Jadon Sancho.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
No, he didn't. No,
He
didn't.
has worked with Jadon Sancho. He
When?
literally came out in a press conference and said, "Yes, I know with Jadon Sancho. I've worked with him." You can look at the Servette press
Really?
conference.
Oh,
He
he
was
was
asked
there
about
now.
it.
He was a youth
Yes.
coach.
Okay,
He
fair
was
enough.
a
I didn't know that, but still,
Yeah.
I personally don't want Sancho. I don't think he actually suits. us in
I don't
terms
want
of-
him either. But if it
Hold
means
on,
getting
Marshall,
rid of
hold on,
Sterling,
Marshall.
I'm all for it.
Hold on.
That's all I need to
In
say. Go
terms
ahead.
of the wingers, Maresca actually wants. I don't think he actually suits at all. He's not a 1v1 threat. He can't beat his man with pace. He's more of a link-up type winger that likes to float and drift inside, kind of like what Palmer is as a winger. He always likes to come inside, drift inside, which he's not going to be allowed to do.
He's
Maresca's-
lazy as well. I can't even lie.
However, he's not. Well,
And João Felix
Whatever.
isn't.
he's not. Again, guys, don't indulge in what Will's saying. Just let me finish. However, he's saying that if it means we get to get rid of one of our high earners off the wage bill, Sancho comes to Chelsea on a wage cut. The transfer is not that high. As a squad player, he's better than Mudryk, so I don't mind. And also, this Nani love that everyone has because he got a hat-trick against Wolves. I'm going to be honest, we still don't know if Nani's that good. Because he could go the next game and stink. He could go the next 2 months and stink. But we don't know if Nani's that good. So the more quality options I can have off the bench, I'm going to take. I want the depth in this squad. So I'm cool with it.
Okay, so again, the Jadon Sancho deal just makes more sense as well because of Joe Shields as well. That's another one to include. Joe Shields actually worked with the kid before as well. So like, even though Prime is right, the signing itself, the profile doesn't make sense for Maresca. It's not up to Maresca. It's up to the board, and to a certain extent, as much as like Maresca's been out here telling the truth and being harsh and stuff, he's still kind of a talking head for the board. Like we know he was hired. We know he was hired to just be in a sense. I hate to say this, but a yes man, right? You know he was hired because they wanted a coach to coach and not really have much of a say on what kind of players to bring in.
I disagree. I think, I get where you're coming from, but I think Maresca has had a say in certain things that people are not giving credit for. The only reason we signed Dries Hall is because of Maresca.
Yes. But
The only reason part of why Sterling is gone is because of Maresca.
All right. Listen, everyone's bringing it up, so I got to bring it up again. Chat, almost 250 of you guys here, but only 56 likes. So if 44 of you guys can smash that like button, or if you have fingers to do it, excuse me, go ahead and do so, please. And if you don't, I'm sorry, but I hope you're enjoying the content anyways. Go ahead and smash the like button because I can't have an embarrassing performance on stream like an embarrassing performance that we had at Chelsea. Ladies and gents, help me get a 10 out of 10 performance here on Casually FC on the review as we talk about the transfer window as well, by smashing that like button because it helps us out tremendously. Big up Mike Doss as well.
Speaking of
but
terrible
yeah.
performance, guys,
Go ahead, Brian.
remember Ahmed Abdi, casually stinker and hooked. I want you guys to go to his chat and spam that. Casually stinker and hooked. Anyways,
He got hooked.
back to this.
But
I don't like. I
Yeah,
think
go ahead.
people underestimate the say Maresca has had in building the squad this season. I think he has had a say. If there were certain players that he just didn't want, do you think we would have signed them? If he wasn't open to taking Felix, we would not have signed him. There's a reason why that Omrodion deal, I always knew that wasn't going to happen because we didn't want him. We're not throwing Victor Osimhen on Maresca because Osimhen actually suits Maresca's system. Felix, funny enough, suits Maresca's system. Sancho, I don't necessarily think he suits him, but you just said he's worked with them before, so maybe he can get something out of him again. So, again, it is what it is. I think it's not my preference, but I'm not fussed if that happens.
But that's what I mean. I think he has a say to an extent. They'll come to him, and they were explaining this before. They'll come and show him they'll ask him what kind of profile player he's looking for. They'll show him options, and they'll be like, yeah, I like this player, and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, if the club wants something, they're gonna get it anyways. If it's gonna benefit the club, they're gonna do it anyways. And I think Maresca has explained that a few times in press conferences, that the reason they're doing the things that they're doing is because of the rules, because of PSR and FFP and all that stuff. And so I think from an extent, from that perspective, he might understand it too. So I don't know. I don't hate the Sancho signing. I think it's unnecessary to have Sancho, but I also think it's unnecessary to have Sterling, and especially on the wages that he's on, and especially with how frustrating this player has been for us. In this system, in this Maresca system, Sterling, who you could say is a touchline winger, more of the style of Maresca, just the way that Sterling plays doesn't suit what Maresca wants. Maresca wants to build up play. Maresca wants a player that can pass the ball when it's a better opportunity to score than trying to take it all himself and be the glory hunter. Why do you think Nani and Cole Palmer did so well in the Wolves game? Because they weren't being selfish. They were both playing the ball and giving each other the best option to score. Who is going to, in this position, what's the better option? And we all know that Sterling, when it comes to decision making, is absolutely shit. I literally got PTSD from last season's Sterling miss against Wolves when we were playing Wolves, and I was really happy that Sterling wasn't
You're
involved.
focusing too much on Sterling. I think the focus needs to be on Sancho. People just don't want it.
I think there are teams that want him, but I think he's too expensive.
No. I mean,
What do you mean?
Okay. Let me. Why are you focusing solely on Sterling in this topic?
Because what I'm trying to allude to is that Sancho for Maresca has more of a use than Sterling. Sterling is literally not that guy. I think Sancho can do something for Sterling, and Sancho has been that touchline winger. And the thing is, and I know people have said that, because this is the other thing too. I know Sterling can play on the left and the right, but it's the style of that in which Sterling plays that I think finds himself in the predicament that he's in, where he just is not effective in the system. Sancho can also play on the left and the right, and he can play it down the middle as well, which I don't think I've seen that from Sancho, but he's versatile, but he's also a team player. He's not going to hog the ball like Sterling does. So I think Sancho does have more use in the system. I know we're bloated, but at the same time, we have minutes. We saw today, we had, instead of just giving them a full game's rest, we saw Nicholas Jackson come on. We saw Cole Palmer come on today.
I'll be
let
real.
that
My
sink in.
analysis or my talk on Sancho is just based off of Sancho. I'm not trying to factor in Sterling too much. I can't lie.
But the thing is too, though, Will, that's the thing on Sancho. I know you don't like the attitude of the player and what's been going on in United.
No, I don't mind. Wait. Let's not twist what I've said. Yeah, I don't care about. I think the attitude of him will be different. Being lazy and having an attitude problem are different things. Some players are just naturally lazy on the pitch. That's not necessarily down to their attitude. I don't think Sancho with football has a bad attitude. I think he's had some struggles that maybe are down to Manchester United, but some of them are also down to him as well. So I'm just saying, I don't see how out of nowhere, it's going to be a long road for him. And I don't think he should do that at a big club like Chelsea. I don't think that's going to work out for him the way he thinks it will.
Also, I don't think he suits the Premier League at all. Like, I called... Will, you
That could be
remember
true.
this?
I do
When
remember.
United signed Sancho, I called that he would be a flop. People have way too much expectations for this guy. Way too high expectations. Now, him
But
coming
at
to
the same
Chelsea,
time,
I think
Hold
he'll
on,
flop at Chelsea, but because
Prime.
the price won't be so much, it won't matter per se. But I still don't want him. But again,
but Prime,
if it's get rid of Sterling, I'm cool with it.
but yes, I agree.
If it
but
happens, Marshall,
but
I'm not
even
going to hate on him. I'm not going to have an agenda. I will say, okay, we've got a better player than Sterling, but is that really what I'm expecting? That's what it's going to be. And I'm not going to love the sign or act like I am, because I've done that for other signs in the past that I've not been a big fan of, and it seemed to never work out. So I'm going to be
Also-
honest, but I don't really want Sancho. But if it means Sterling goes, then so be it. We have a player that wants to prove himself, and I'll just have to hope it's the right sign to make. So
Fabrizio here reporting Chelsea still in talks with Manchester United over a potential swap with Jadon Sancho.
Also, I think this is the wrong deal to make.
What do you mean?
I think for Chelsea, we shouldn't be making a Sterling swap deal. We should be making a Chilwell swap deal.
They've
I think
already
Sterling-
expressed, like, I don't know if you saw yesterday, but we read the tweet that they've already expressed zero interest in Chilwell.
Yeah, but all it takes is a Mazwari. They're a Mazwari injury away from needing a left back.
But they could get someone else. They don't care for Chilwell.
I mean, there's many
that's the
left
thing.
backs
Like,
in the world.
I'm not saying you're doing this, Prime, but there's a lot of fans out there that seems to forget that when it comes to negotiating, there's three factors: the person that wants to negotiate, the one person receiving and listening to the negotiation, and the player that is being negotiated. There are three factors, and all those factors need to be in agreement. So, like, as much as we want to sell on, like, I know you know that. That's why I said I don't think Prime is I'm accusing Prime of this. I'm just saying fans out there that are simply saying, like, oh, just sell Chilwell. Like, it's not as simple as just sell Chilwell. In order to sell Chilwell, there needs to be someone who's willing to buy Chilwell. And there's not many people out there that want to buy Chilwell. And although, you know, although you're ridiculous, bro. Although United could use another left back because Luke Shaw's always injured, and a Mazraoui, like Prime just said, a Mazraoui injury away from needing another left back. Is Chilwell that guy? Because Chilwell's also not reliable. Chilwell's also not been anywhere near as good as he used to be. Like, he's not.
Are you finished? Are you finished, Marshall?
The one thing I was gonna say before, to finish, is that, the thing too is, in order to, because we need either Chilwell or Sterling to leave for sure, right, Prime? So if Chilwell is not being entertained by United, but Sterling is, we might as well work off of what the Sterling interests. It just seems like a layup to me.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Cool. See, this is why instead of accusing me of not knowing stuff, you should let me finish.
I didn't say that.
It's what you said. But anyway.
That's not what I said. You're listening to a Spurs fan, all right? I'm just saying, do not listen to Mr.
Win-win. Just win-win every time.
or Mr.
Remora, where you just suck too much dick for me to care about what you got to say to me.
He doesn't care. So go ahead.
Well, I do agree though, Marshall. You do suck. Anyway, let's move on from that. That's why you should let
I'm
me
not a
finish.
Remora. Fuck you.
I don't know what I don't know what a Remora
It's okay. Well, Jacob just defined it. I'll play it again, all right? Here you go.
Remora, where you just suck too much dick for me to care about what you got to say to me.
Is that a whore? A whore?
Rubber Remora. Whore is a different thing.
A prostitute?
Remoras are pretty useless.
So,
Anyways,
never mind.
go ahead.
Anyway,
Go ahead. Go on about.
What I was trying to say, what I was trying to finish and say, Sterling, I think it makes more sense him going to Arsenal than Man United.
For the player, yeah.
He wants to stay in London. Arsenal need another forward, whether it be a striker or a winger. He's been linked to Arsenal so many times throughout his career. When he was at City, the season when the swap deal with Sanchez Mkhitaryan happened, he was supposed to go to Arsenal that summer. The season when they bought Jesus, he was supposed to go to Arsenal. Arteta raked Sterling. it makes too much sense. I think what's going to happen is he will end up going there. I think that makes more sense for it to happen than anything else. And also, apparently, Igal actually talked about this. Sterling was spotted outside Arsenal's training ground like a few days ago. Now, whether that means anything or not, it's up to you to decide. But I think I've been saying this, like him going to Arsenal makes too much sense.
It does, but honestly, if we can just sell him, that'd be great. Like, I think ideally, what Chelsea want is to just get rid of Sterling, and Sterling is working on ways to move away from the club. Like, he's working on finding a deal himself. We're helping him. And so the Manchester United one, this is one where we're trying to exploit the fact that they need to get rid of Jadon Sancho. So, hey, you need to get rid of Jadon Sancho. We need to get rid of Raheem Sterling. You need a better left wing because Marcus Rashford is absolute garbage this season and has been for since last season, really. And probably the season before that. But that's besides the point. You need a left wing. And also, Arsenal need a left wing. Will Arsenal take Sterling just flat out? I don't know. Because they are also, according to, links and all that stuff, although I don't know why Arsenal fans still think they're linked with Osimhen. No one's been talking about Arsenal linked to Osimhen for a while now. Apparently, they are looking for a striker and another attacker. It could be Ivan. The Darwin Nunez link is insane. Why would anyone want that player?
Yeah,
Why are we advocating for players failing upward?
I mean,
The Darwin Nunez one, like, you mean for Arsenal?
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense.
Why is Arteta that ex-girlfriend or that girlfriend that thinks like, I can fix him, I can fix he has motherly issues and he likes to rob and steal and deceive, but I can fix him. I can, like, Arteta, man. Jesus, hopeless romantic Arteta, bro.
I mean, I don't think he'd be any worse than Kai Havertz up top, by
It's
the way.
not just Arteta, that's Arsenal as a club, though.
Okay, fair enough.
They'd
Wait,
rather
Prime,
do
before
this
you go,
cheap.
though, hold on. Before you go, Prime, though. Chris.
What?
I know I used to have quite the, Havertz stan.
I think he scored more goals than Kai Havertz last season.
But aside from that, you cannot sit here and actually tell me that the turd Darwin Nunez is actually better than Kai Havertz.
Better, like, just about maybe, but like, I think as a striker, I think
I'm not gonna lie.
Nunez actually gets more goals and assists than Kai Havertz last season.
I don't rate Kai Havertz. Yeah, I don't rate Kai Havertz. But for Arsenal, he's not been a bad signing. To be honest, he's not.
It's been okay.
Not been a terrible signing.
I mean, for 70 million, it's still quite a lot, like, value.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is.
I think if they're going for 40 million, I think, you look at it like
It's not like a great signing.
Yeah, but
It's definitely not.
Well, that's the problem, though. Havertz for Arsenal has done exactly what
Yeah. No.
I expected him to do. Nothing more, nothing less. That's the problem, though.
No,
They're trying
I'm saying that. That's,
yeah,
again,
and in terms of Nunez, again, that profile makes sense. A forward that can play left wing or up top. I don't think Nunez is as bad as what people make him out to be. I think he's better as an inside forward than he is a striker. He's not a striker at all. He's been misprofiled by club. However, again, Arsenal, they'll buy Sterling instead because he'd be much cheaper. Sterling wants to stay in London. He doesn't want to leave. That's why he rejected Juve.
They'll probably pay his wages as well.
Yeah.
I don't think they pay 300k for Sterling. I think it'd actually get dropped to like 200 or something. I think he knows he ain't worth 300k at this day and age of a market. I really isn't he like asking to be on less wages anyway at Man United? Like, on about like so I think he cut his wages at Arsenal too, and plus he gets to stay at London, so I definitely think he cut his wages at Arsenal like 200k or whatever.
Just real quick to address this, right? The beautiful game. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being in chat. I appreciate you subscribing and being a mod and smashing the like. But come on now, this is your cryptic tweet, Darko. It will be very hot soon. 24 hours before deadline day.
Wow.
Wow.
Huh?
No shit, Sherlock. It's 24 hours before deadline day. And yes, it's gonna heat up.
I'm gonna tweet it.
This is like, yo. Honestly, I'm gonna retweet it. I'm gonna retweet it right now. I'm gonna retweet it right now and saying,
Do you know what to say?
I'm thinking, Chris. I am thinking right now. I'm probably
Just
going
repeat
to
what
say,
he says.
no. Of course, I'm paying attention. I always pay attention. Someone's got to mod the fucking chat.
Does anybody actually like take him very serious as a journalist, or?
For some,
I never really look into him like that much, but
I trust, because I know he's friends with Lavia, so I like.
Was he actually friends with Lavia?
Yeah.
There we go.
He knows Lavia. I'm pretty sure he knows Declan Rice as well.
He's got block you now. He did it all in
I hope
caps.
he does. I really hope he does.
He ain't gonna block
I was too
you. He'll
lazy.
probably cuss you out or something.
Yeah, probably. It's stupid. It's such a stupid tweet. Like, it actually triggers me. It's like, bro, yeah, no shit. It's fucking 24 hours before fucking deadline day. Yeah, no shit. It's gonna get hot soon.
He could have put the eye emojis in.
Is it his catchphrase?
Yeah, it's something like we're having a barbecue. I think his catchphrase or something. Or like hot days, hot days as well. Hot days.
It's ridiculous,
that's his
man.
name, Darko Hot Days, isn't it? That's his name.
I don't know.
I don't know.
follow
Full timers Darko is what it says on here. Whatever. Anyways, trying to come back to the game. Obviously, this is a review, but I listen. The game was pretty dead, right? Like, let's be honest. The game was pretty dead. But are any of you guys concerned, or have any of you guys just hashing this up to complacency? We made it. Whatever. The
I'll be
team
real,
is just
Marshall. There's
lazy.
so many things in the club that I'm concerned about, but winning a game on aggregate and losing a one-off game to Servette, it's not one of them, to be honest.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, like that shit can actually happen when you don't play it. Like, we didn't have like our best centre backs on. We didn't have. We had Mudryk on. We didn't have Neto on. We didn't have a Cole Palmer on. We didn't even have a Jackson start because it's gooey. We're just giving a lot of players from the B side a chance. We shouldn't expect like the same team like we got from Wolves because that was our best team.
The fact that Chris was saying that, we didn't have this player, we didn't have it, and then he says we had Mudryk on.
I mean, he was out of breath after 40 minutes. Well, like he was.
I give up on Mudryk.
I don't know what's happened to Mudryk as a player. Like, there was so much hype around him. Not just Chelsea fans, by the way. Arsenal fans.
I thought we had talent. I was watching the
there was
Champions
a lot of
League.
potential in there apparently, but we haven't yet to see that potential after.
I watched him for Shakhtar in the Champions League. I think it was against Celtic.
There was a couple of good games. There was a couple of really good games from him, but I don't know. His confidence. He maybe just lost his confidence completely at Chelsea and just can't get it back.
But Chris, going back to it.
I question your talent ID. I'll be so real.
What?
You people that rated Mudryk, I question the talent ID.
I'm talking about how he's rated by the pundits and all. Arsenal was really hyping him.
No, but well rated him.
I don't.
Prime.
I mean, there was a couple good games.
Prime. Wait, hold on. I got a new sound. Let me play this sound. Hold on.
Hey, negative.
Prime. Let's not pretend that not too long ago, 4 years ago to be exactly, you were defending Kepa. Okay?
Marshall,
let's not sit here and
do you know
pretend.
You know the context why I
don't
defend
do that.
Kepa. No, but you know the context why.
You can elaborate us.
My thing that season under Lampard, 2019-2020 season was everyone can't blame the defensive problem solely on Kepa. Our defense is awful because of our defensive structure. That was my point. My point wasn't that Kepa is a good goalkeeper. My point was, even with taking Kepa out of the situation, our defense will still be bad if our structure doesn't change. You know how I was proven right, by the way, because we brought in Mendy and our defense was still bad. That's why Frank got sacked. So I was proven right. Thank you.
No,
and we brought in Tuchel. We brought in Tuchel with the same players, and our defensive structure improved. So I was proven right. Mic drop.
No,
there's no.
I'm not giving you no mic drop. You weren't. Yes. So, yeah, exactly. Chris remembers accurately, not agenda tinted glasses.
Wait,
All right,
no, I
because
was right, though.
up until
didn't
December, we were keeping clean sheets with Thiago Silva, with Edouard Mendy back in the defensive line. Once we hit December, we started to snowball out of form.
Because our defensive structure wasn't good.
No, because Frank Lampard wasn't good. It was everything was bad.
And our defensive structure is
And
because
the
of
players
Frank
had
Lampard.
down tool.
Hold on, our defensive structure is because of Frank Lampard. We brought in Tuchel, and then we ended up having one of the best defenses.
Okay, so how was our
in
defensive
Europe.
structure when we were keeping clean sheets prior to December? Was it shit, or were we just keeping clean sheets because the team sucked?
Because we were facing teams that we should beat anyway. What do you mean?
This is what I mean. You're just being disingenuous. You're just being disingenuous.
I'm not being disingenuous. Marshall, I said this at the time. There's clips on the terrace of this. I said this. It's not being disingenuous. I said this at the time.
You're being disingenuous.
I'm not being disingenuous. You can't, Marshall.
If the defensive structure is bad, then you concede to everyone. You don't just concede.
Not necessarily.
No, Marshall. Again, you're being disingenuous now. Because we had Silva, who was an upgrade, and Mendy, who's better than Kepa, was an upgrade. Fine, but the structure was still bad, and it showed because the teams that we that run we had, we beat teams that we should have been beaten, but eventually our defense started to leak. That's why we went on a bad run and Lampard got sacked.
We went on a bad run because we actually started facing teams that I'm not letting you finish because you're being disingenuous.
I'm not being disingenuous.
Listen, all you have to do is look at last season. We were conceding goals to everyone, Prime. Everyone.
I'm not finished. But again, it showed we brought in at least at that time, an elite manager, and our defensive structure changed, and then we all of a sudden had the best defense in Europe. All of a sudden, Christensen and Rudiger.
Right. Do you know why Prime is right?
Whoa, I'm not done. Hold on. Christensen and Rudiger, who were bums a year ago. Everyone was saying sell them. Tuchel comes in, and these two are the best centre backs on the planet. Mendy, who looked decent under Frank, he looked good. Under Tuchel, looks like a world-class goalkeeper. Defensive structure, people. Defensive structure. So I was wrong. Let's not do this.
Go ahead, Will, before I rebut this.
Kepa kind of looked competent under Potter as well, and our defense was actually all right under Potter.
And under Sarri, we had the third best defense in the league with Kepa in goal, a finished Aspia at right back, Alonso at left back, and Rudiger and David Luiz as a centre back partnership. And we had the third best defense in the league. So defensive structure matters.
Yeah. And our defense, I'm not saying he was good or whatnot, but even under Potter, we had a pretty good defense, and Kepa was actually quite competent. So,
thank you. So it's not a Kepa defense thing; it's a defensive structure thing. But ever, you can try and rebut what I'm saying.
I will rebut what you're saying. I will try. So let's not be condescending either. Listen, with Kepa under Potter, right? Yes, what Prime is saying is correct, right? Like, Tuchel came in and improved the defensive structure. It wasn't a great defensive structure that Lampard had, mostly because he was playing Conte in that lone pivot multiple times and exposing Conte, because Conte wasn't a lone six. We saw that happen multiple times. In the beginning of the season, where he did have an easier run of games, he did keep more clean sheets, Frank Lampard. What I'm trying to tell you, though, the defensive structure wasn't nearly as bad as you claim it is, because we were keeping clean sheets to teams we were supposed to keep clean sheets to. I agree with that. A bad defensive structure was the one we saw last season, where we couldn't keep clean sheets to save our lives. I think we only kept 2 clean sheets of all games last season. We conceded goals to Middlesbrough. We conceded goals to freaking Leicester at the time, and so on and so forth. Chris had to leave. Okay. That was really bad. When Lampard's defensive structure started to capitulate was when we went up against Arsenal, when we went up against formidable sides, and then to the point where we started to go up against Fulhams and Leicesters and losing those matches, even though we didn't lose the Fulham match. At that point, the players had dropped tools. He had lost Jorginho. Jorginho was no longer playing for him. He was benching Jorginho. And he finally, when he decided to, let me play Jorginho, it was too late. He already lost his job. Tuchel comes in. He obviously sees that Rudiger has talent. He sees that Christensen has talent. Both players that Lampard should have been playing, but he decided not to because he was favoring the kids that he wanted to play at the time. Comes in, plays Christensen, Rudiger, puts Jorginho, Kovacic in front of them to defend that back line, and it structures it more instead of just giving it the lone pivot with Conte, who I don't even know if Conte wasn't hurt at the time, but he was bound to get hurt at some point because of fucking Frank Lampard. But we did have some defensive structure. It wasn't as bad as you claim it was. It wasn't as, like, to me, bad was last season with Pochettino. That's bad defensive structure.
No. Last season was shambolic. Under Frank, it was bad.
Really bad.
Like,
all right, fine. If that's where you're gonna, that's fine.
Just like there's levels to being. There's levels to stuff. Like just because I'm saying it's bad doesn't mean it was last season under Poch, but it was still bad. It was a very bad, like, and again.
And Nkunku still scored, by the way, DHL.
2019-20 and then 2021-20, 2019-20 and 2020-21, Lampard's defense.
By the way, the point of this conversation was Kepa, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, and improved the following season. Improved this because we had a better goalkeeper, then we had a better, we had Thiago Silva in the defense. But in terms of this defensive structure, that didn't improve. Now, against the lesser sides, it improved because, again, better goalkeeper, or it looked better because better goalkeeper, better centre back, and we were able to blitz these lesser teams that we should have been beaten. But the reason why the defense fell apart against the top sides is because these top sides can't get fooled by, these top sides can't get blitzed that easily. You're going to have to actually have a defensive structure to play against them, and it showed.
I agree with that.
Again, and that's why at that time I kept saying it's not just a Kepa issue. I saw Kepa the season before under Sarri. We had the third best defense in the league. It's not just Kepa.
But Kepa wasn't helping.
Structure.
That's the thing.
I didn't say, I agree he wasn't helping. Yeah. But Kepa alone didn't fix the issue because Frank still got sacked because of how bad our defense was. So it wasn't just Kepa.
Yeah, my point in even pointing that out. My point in pointing that out, anyways, was to point out that, like, hey, come on now, like, you were defending Kepa not too long ago.
I didn't defend Kepa though. I defended the structure. I was against the structure. I never defended Kepa solely.
We'll rewind the tape one day, Prime. We'll rewind the tape one day.
Marshall, it's all on the terrace. It's not that I didn't defend Kepa.
I know, that's what I mean. We'll rewind the tape one day.
Everyone got triggered because it was Kepa and everyone hated Kepa, but I wasn't defending him. I did the same thing with Lukaku, by the way. Everyone got triggered because they thought I was defending Lukaku. I wasn't defending Lukaku. I was talking about the fact of the attackers he plays with, Havertz, Mount, etc., are all trash. They're not creating chances for him. And lo and behold, Lukaku leaves. Our attack is still trash, and we end up selling those bombs. And I was proven right again.
Bringing it back to the game, though. Because I'm seeing... There's another agenda that I disagree with more than your statement. Is this one? He's talking about Nkunku, DHL, which, DHL, I know it's your opinion, but I like to give a rebuttal to these things when I have a chance. Not to say you're wrong. I disagree with what you're saying. Nkunku, he's not at number 10, and he isn't great on the wings. I also see him walking a lot every time I see him play. DHL, he wasn't the only one walking. Nicholas Jackson came on the pitch and he was walking. We saw what's his face, Nani look uninspired in that game. I think even KDH to an extent. I don't know why, but KDH, Enzo's performance today wasn't anything outstanding either. Like, I felt like a lot of players were just lazy and didn't care for this match. They're really severely.
You're focusing on the wrong point, no?
Well, yeah, it is the wrong point. My point is that with Nkunku, though, when he did get the ball, he looked like he was going to create chances and do something. We just couldn't finish. Here's the thing, too. Today's game wasn't entirely shit either because we did make chances. We just didn't finish them. Jackson was offside for one of them. I think he was offside. He missed another one. We had Mudryk miss a chance as well. And Nkunku had opportunities. And Nkunku had a penalty and he scored that. You know, like... I feel like the Nkunku criticism is a little harsh here, but did you think Nkunku was bad today?
Listen, bro, I've been saying this from last year. Where does Nkunku fit in, man? He's not really a 10. He's not good enough to play on the flanks. He's not a striker.
You don't think he was doing decent today?
I'm not talking about just today. I'm talking about what he is as a player, his profile. I think Nkunku's a finisher. He's not really a creator, or at least he's not like an elite creator.
But he's not effective when he's just a striker.
Yeah, I know. I said he can't play as a striker.
Yeah, so I would think maybe he's like more of like a false 9, like a 10.
I know. Well, not really a 10, a false 9, but I think he needs to get on the end of chances. He can't be the team can't play through him in terms of creativity. Yeah, exactly. Nkunku, I've got again. I think I don't know. It's up to Maresca how he pairs this, but I think
he's not going to play against Crystal Palace. By the way, he played a full 90 today.
Play creativity around Nkunku like a Palmer or a Felix, and he will score goals. But if you're relying on him to be your sole or your main creator in the team, I don't think that's going to work. I'll be so real.
I disagree with that. I feel like he's excellent on the ball and he has good dribbling ability. Like, there was a moment in the Man City game, obviously nothing came of it, and he ended up getting he ended up losing the ball or getting fouled while losing the ball. He didn't actually get fouled, but he fell while trying to regain possession. But he dribbled through like 3 Man City players, no problem. And unfortunately, the last touch escaped him. Like, he has the ability to create. It's just we haven't really seen it much. At least, I don't know. Like, it's hard to explain it.
I don't think you refuted what I've said. I didn't say he's not a good dribbler or he doesn't have good technical ability, but in terms of an actual creator, like, he's even João Felix, who I don't rate highly. He's a better creator than Nkunku. Sancho is a better creator than Nkunku. I think Nkunku's strengths lie within finishing and being a poacher.
I agree with that. So, like, I don't expect Nkunku to have the highest assist stats, but I expect him to, like, get some moments and, he's not going to give you, like, what I was trying to allude to with the dribbling is that he created a chance for himself. And he could potentially do what Sterling did to an extent where he dribbled past the player and then cuts it across and boom. He's not like a traditional winger, but I think what we're going to see of Nkunku this season is he's going to play in the middle with Palmer or Nicholas Jackson. Like, they're going to... Because, like, I don't know if you noticed this, but it seems like most of these games... Maresca's been playing not really with a striker, but like 2 strikers, and they kind of like go back and forth between
one
the positions.
So the other one's in behind,
and they
smart. I don't mind that, but like, I think again, I'm not saying Nkunku cannot create. Like, he can create. He's a good creator, but in terms of being an elite chance creator, he's not Cole Palmer.
Yeah, he's not like Enzo or Cole Palmer.
If he's gonna, again, there's other reasons why we struggle today. It's not Nkunku's fault, but in games like this, where Nkunku is the main creator in the team, we are going to struggle. And I think Maresca needs to go and find. Again, there's a lot of things about this team, and that's why I don't want to be overly critical yet. I want to play 10 Premier League games first before I start to see what we're actually doing. Because, people criticize us against Man City and then we batter the Wolves and all of a sudden we're in the title race. I want to play 10 games first before I decide, or before I have an opinion on certain players or this manager or the system. So
yeah, I think Nkunku also has really good link-up play, which I don't know if you want to count link-up play as a form of creativity. Well, actually, you'd even say that he's bad at creating. You said
he does have good link-up play, but his link-up play relies, or it falls into the ability of him being able to score goals. I respect Nkunku's ability to know, regardless of what's going on, he will find a way to score goals.
Yeah,
he will find a way to score goals, whether it's tap-ins or flick-ons from, say, Jackson or Osimhen or whatever, or a scramble in the box. He will find a way to get goals. I respect that knack from him, but I'm not going to trust him to be our creator in this team.
I want to kind of transition this conversation as well over to the defense a little more, because I feel like today's problem, a lot of it was defensive. I'll start with Tosin. Tosin, I don't know if it's lack of play time. I I don't know if maybe he's just not of the quality, but he also didn't look too convincing, marshalling that back line today. No pun intended. But yeah, it's for me. I don't know. Like, if Maresca's gonna continue to try to play Badiashile, you know what? Now that we're in the group stages, I think Badiashile might get dropped for Levi Colwell. Because I know people want to rag on Axel Disasi because for whatever reason people have an Axel Disasi agenda. But the guy just came back from hernia surgery. He wasn't involved in the whole preseason. He's catching up. He's behind. So I want to see a few more games of Axel Disasi before I say sell him, get rid of him, get Chalab over him. Now Badiashile on the other hand. And it still is a statement win because that was Maresca ball, Skolex. This was not Maresca ball. This was fucking lethargic. What these guys are not up for it. Well, you'll see again against Crystal Palace how much better we'll look. So I'm just saying against Pochettino we couldn't beat these teams. Against with Maresca, yeah. Chelsea are going to be able to beat teams again. Like we are actually decent now again. This is what a system looks like. This is what I don't think it's copium. I think like when people say statement, there's more than one type of statement. I didn't say we're going to win the league. Like no, all I said is like this is a statement win for Maresca. People were severely underestimating Maresca, and now Maresca said, "Shut up! I just scored 6 goals." Against a team which Pochettino couldn't do. Like, cut me a break. Like, this is Maresca ball. This is now Chelsea. Like, this is what Chelsea is capable of doing. It's a statement. So
the Wolves game was a statement win, but this is also a statement. And again, there's also other context as well. Like, we're looking at second team. A lot of them didn't really seem like motivated per se. Also, this pitch was very, very bad. Like, that second goal we conceded, I'm putting that down to the pitch. I've played as a goalkeeper. Like when you're playing on a bad pitch, things like that. That slip Jorgensen has, like that doesn't happen on a normal pitch. That won't happen at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Statement win when we had a bad first half where we should have been down, and in the second half we were way better, but Wolves were still terrible. So first half we were bad. Translation, by the way, people. First half, we were bad. Second half, Wolves were just shit. So you're just giving no credit to Enzo Maresca. That's why you don't think it's a statement win. So, like, if you don't believe in Enzo Maresca, then just say it. Or if you're going to be nitpicky and try to see the negatives because you don't want to believe in this yet because you got burned by Pochettino for believing, then so be it, Skolex. I just disagree with you. I think it was a statement victory. Prime thinks it was a statement victory. We've shown that what we're capable of. Yes, the first half wasn't good. You said it completely correctly. The first half wasn't good, but dude, we still came out and we won. And we won very, very convincingly. Maresca did what he had to do, and he showed what he can do, the changes he can make to be really effective. So I think it is a statement victory. But we disagree. That's fair enough. But going on back to Tosin. I don't know. I need to see if I need to see this team play more. Like, I need to see what it looks like in the group stages. Because if we're going to play like this because they don't take the match seriously, then if they do take the match seriously, then maybe it'll be better. So I'm going to take this loss as a little bit of a pinch of salt, but it is concerning. Now, going back to what you were saying, Prime, with the goalkeeper, you're right. Another pitch, it doesn't happen. But can I ask you something, though? Like, I feel like everyone is so desperate to not see Sanchez that they're looking at, big up Skolex, they're looking at Jorgensen as the next Messiah. Like, this guy's the answer. It's almost like a honeymoon phase where, like, I'm not going to lie to you. The last game against Servette, this game, he's not really done anything convincing for me. Like he's
not
doing the
true.
basics. I think he's kind of doing the basics.
I hear what you're saying in terms of the honeymoon phase. Chelsea fans have done this a lot, particularly with goalkeepers, for example, in the past. They did this with Caballero when he replaced Kepa. They did this with Mendy when he replaced Kepa. Now, to be fair, Mendy won us the Champions League, so fair enough. They did this with Sanchez when we bought him last summer. People were telling me Sanchez is a brilliant goalkeeper, brilliant with his feet. I said he's not that good. I think Jorgensen, I don't know anything about him, so I want to see more. That's my thing. I think he played well in the home against Servette. I think he made a couple of big saves for us. I think 2-3 saves, where if that was Sanchez, he probably would have conceded and we could have lost that tie last week. In terms of today, again, I don't think Jorgensen played that badly. That second goal, I'm still putting it down to the pitch, the quality of the pitch.
But did you think I said he played badly though?
No, I didn't say you said he played badly. My thing is,
okay.
I just want to see more. And we're saying Jorgensen looked average, fair enough. But again, we're playing against Servette. Realistically, like my thing about this with goalkeepers or when goalkeepers is, why are they
DHL, but
yeah, that is also true. But I think
go ahead.
Goals conceded is why have they come about in the first place? We're playing Servette. Realistically, even with the second team, realistically, they shouldn't be posing us a threat. Why are they posing us a threat? If Badiashile, the Saxy could defend better, if our team in general were playing to a quality level and not being lazy, we wouldn't be being troubled like this. So I'm not going to blame Jorgensen because our team was shit. That's not fair. And I'm not saying you're saying this, by the way. I'm just saying in general, it's not fair to blame him. I want to see more games. I want to see him play the whole group stage and see where things lie with him. If he's, this was potentially good, but this was
the goal you were actually alluding to earlier, right? So the play begins with Badiashile giving the ball away. Who again, I don't know how much patience I have for this guy. I thought surely in this system he would improve, and he's just not been up to scuff. Like, we've not seen anything close to what the January transfer window Badiashile was. But we continue, right? He gives the ball away over here. Right? Bad pass. Just overall, like, who are you passing the ball to? Like, I think maybe he was worried about the defense. Like, I just don't see where he's passing the ball to. And if he's giving it to, I think that's Jackson. I can't tell. It's a little blurry, obviously. Even then, it's not a good pass. So we lose possession. Fast forward here. Now Renato Vega is forced to invert back because in possession he inverts the midfield. But when we lose the ball, he has to get back to the right back position. He's behind, so he can't really get there in time to truly deflect the ball as well as he should. And let's look at this player right here. Tosin probably should have done a better job of tracking this player, to be honest with you, which again, Tosin's another one that's kind of concerning me. Like, why is Tosin not on top of this? Like, I don't understand. So yeah, like, did Tosin believe that this guy is not gonna try to head the ball or go for the ball? And I didn't see this, but good eye Prime. Like, yeah, Jorgensen slips. And he gets a hand on the ball, to be fair. But it's in. So DHL's right. It is unfair, obviously. I'm not trying to compare them, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything outstanding from Jorgensen to make me believe that he should be our next first choice. But like, yeah, this is a victim of just really shitty defending, really shitting, again, mistakes, dumb mistakes in the defense that are causing us to concede goals.
Yeah,
this is
but
another dumb mistake.
It's on the Sassy. The Sassy doesn't make that sloppy pass. Vega doesn't have to rush. Badiashile, yeah. If he doesn't make that sloppy pass, Vega doesn't have to rush out or scramble to uninvert, if that's even a word. And we don't concede that goal. But in terms of you saying you haven't seen anything to be impressed, well, of course you haven't, because you saw a second half against Real Madrid in a friendly where we were already losing, and two 90-minute games against Servette. Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Of course, you haven't seen anything yet. So if we face, I don't know who's in the Europa League or the Conference League.
Well,
so if we face an interesting side and he performs well, or if we face a Premier League caliber side in the Carabao Cup and he performs well, then we can be interested. But up until now, it's Sanchez's position to lose.
It is. You're absolutely right. But the only reason I say I haven't seen anything impressive is because you have fans. Like, this is going back to what I say. People are so desperate to get Sanchez out that they're looking at Jurgensen with rose-tinted glasses. We have fans from the last match where Jurgensen didn't really have much to do, saying Jurgensen put on a great performance. Like, this guy's clear of Sanchez. I was like, what did he do that was absolutely clear of Sanchez? If anything, it just kind of showed me as the same.
Marshall, you know what's like with Chelsea fans. He's a new signing, so everything he does is shiny. And so,
yeah. And again, DHL, what Disasi, I'm willing to be more patient with Disasi. He was playing in the right back role today, inverting right back. It's not his position, we know that. And he's just come back from hernia surgery, which is probably why he looked like he lost a lot of weight, to be honest. Because he was probably recovering from that hernia surgery. Probably couldn't train for a while, lost a little bit of muscle and stuff. So maybe that's why he looks leaner. But, time will tell. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm not going to be super critical on Disasi. I think Disasi will come good. But time will tell with that. I think it's a bit concerning that Maresca doesn't see Jurgensen as a starter. Again, this is where I go back to, like, I don't see why Jurgensen should be a starter either. So, like, again, Prime is right. We haven't seen much of him being tested in the group stages. Obviously, we're going to see a lot more. But I'm not super convinced by Jurgensen either. Like, I'm not saying he's bad, but has he done anything to be outstanding? I don't think so. I also think this match came down to us missing way too many easy chances when we got punished. Yeah, it's true. That's true. We also missed chances as well. We had a chance where he dispossessed, was it the goalkeeper or no? He dispossessed a player, and he got past the goalkeeper and boots it right at the defender or some shit like that. I'm sorry, Marshall, I can't stand Disasi. I never wanted us to sign him from the beginning. I've never liked him. You and a bunch of other people, DHL. I don't know what it is about Disasi. People just do not like him for whatever reason. People thought he was slow. Well, he is slow, but people just look at him and think he's a bad defender. And considering he was our most reliable defender last season, I think that's far from the truth. I think he's pretty decent. You have people saying, oh, Chalobah's clear, when Chalobah couldn't stay fit for 2/3 of the season. How are you going to tell me Chalobah's clear? At that point, just tell me Fofana's clear too, even though Fofana missed the whole season. Like, it's just disingenuous, I think. We had 18 shots, 7 on target. Servette had 15 shots, 3 on target. They were more clinical. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. That I don't agree with. I just don't think he has the pace for it. But yeah, like today we had chances. We couldn't put him away against Servette. Gui obviously needs time to develop. So we definitely need, because the way I think about it too is that if we get Osimhen, even though I don't think he necessarily, I wouldn't even call it a demotion for Jackson. If we get Osimhen starts for Chelsea in the Premier League with Jackson making cameos from time to time off the bench. And Jackson gets most of his starts, bread and butter, in the cup. And that's what I think would happen. Which I don't think is bad for Jackson. I think that's less pressure on him. I think Jackson needs to start, being more clinical. He needs starts. So considering how hectic our schedule is going to be. Guys, when we come back from international break, we're back to the Carabao Cup. We have a Carabao Cup game, I believe, the Tuesday we come back from international break. Let me actually double check real quick. It's going to be, let's see. Nope, wrong thing. Matches. Okay, we come back from international break. We have Crystal Palace on Sunday, right? Then we come back from international break on the 14th of September, which is going to be a Saturday. And then we play on the 17th, which is a Tuesday, exactly like I thought. We play Barrow on a Tuesday. So we're going to have a jam-packed schedule. There's a reason why we needed to sub in Cole Palmer, Jackson, whatever. Like, there's no reason why they should be coming on, but because there's so many games and we have to manage everyone's time, which is why Lavia still hasn't played, which is why Reese hasn't been risked, so on and so forth. There's going to be plenty of rotation. There's going to be plenty of games for Jadon Sancho to come in and play if he does come to the team. There's plenty of chances for Gui to play in this team as well if we don't get Osimhen. And there'll be plenty of chances for Jackson to play if we do get Osimhen. So I'm not concerned with play time. I'm not concerned with... I mean, obviously, I want Jackson to get better. I think this tournament would suit Jackson for him to improve. I think he's good enough to do well in this tournament and make it his own stomping grounds. Time will tell, but who knows? I mean, there's not really much to say on this game, to be honest. So I'm really running thin on what to say on this. Prime, do you want to mention anything else? I feel like we went over everything. The midfield was not impressive today either. KDH, questions on him, but I'll be patient with him as well. Whew. Sorry, guys. Anything else we should mention, Prime, you think? Damn. All right, Prime's gone. So, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
It was just a game. It really was. It was a gross game. Wasn't really exciting, but at the same time, we missed chances and we didn't look up for it.
I don't know. Using Rudiger has really changed the future of this club. Blame Roman for that. But yeah,
Jesus Christ. You're not wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I don't know if I want to blame Roman. I want to blame Marina for that, if anything.
And Marina answers to Roman. So
You're right.
Yeah. Not every day. Let me not make a joke. Yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. Like, we'll probably beat Palace comfortably and everyone will get gassy again. So I'm not fussed.
What happens if we don't beat Palace, though? Where do you stand if we don't beat Palace? Patience?
Oh, yeah. I still said, like, just give it 10 games.
Okay. 10 games is a good amount of games. It's a third of the season, but...
Yeah, because I
feel like we have... Jesus Christ.
I wanted them gone. No, but I wanted them gone when I saw Chilwell left wing against Liverpool, but, you know, people were telling me I have an agenda. So I said, cool, 10 games. And we'll see.
Yeah. Not really much else to say on this one, ladies and gents. So we'll close it out with a raid message that we're going to shoot over to Ahmed. I don't know if there's any more breaking news. You guys probably would have told me if there was. So big up the chat for informing me of the stuff that we saw. Yeah, Cole Palmer was a transfer deadline signing. That's true. Or close to transfer deadline. 48-hour transfer deadline signing. But anyways, yeah, guys, we're going to close it out. Before we close it out, DHL, of course, let's read your comment here. If we don't beat Palace, pressure on Maresca, because before the international break, if we lose it's all, everyone will talk. Yeah, that's true. He has to win. He has to win up until we get to Liverpool. And if we get to Liverpool, then I would like to beat Liverpool, but I won't get my hopes up on that one because
we're on a run of games here where
we need to win those games.
Like, again, I think the game against Palace or Wolves, again, I'm not saying we'll batter teams every week, but the game against Wolves showed how a lot of games will go for Chelsea this season. We will have a poor first half, and then it's up to Maresca to say something to kick these players into gear for the second half.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
We have the quality to, like, again, fine, we'll struggle against City, we'll struggle against Arsenal, we'll struggle against Villa, we'll struggle against Liverpool, that's fine. But against everyone else, there's no reason why we can't batter them. We have the attacking quality, and this is without even signing Victor. We have the attacking quality to batter teams.
I agree. Yeah, that being said, ladies and gents, we'll close it out. Raid message right there for you to copy and paste it over on Ahmed's channel. Let him know where you're coming from. Let him know what you think. Let him know your thoughts. He's going to cover some transfer news, and we'll be back tomorrow. I will be streaming tomorrow. There will be a stream tomorrow. And we'll be talking and covering more transfer news as well tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Be on the lookout for that stream. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're on our way to 3K subscribers. Smash the like if you haven't done so already. Unfortunately, much like Chelsea today, the conversion rate for likes versus viewers today, horrendous. Horrendous performance, ladies and gents. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed to be a Chelsea fan sometimes, but it's okay, guys. You'll have next stream to prove me wrong and to go into international break on a W. So hopefully we'll break 100 likes on the next stream. But that being said, ladies and gents, we're also going to shout out the proper casuals like we always do at the end of every show. Be sure to check out the tiers that we have. We have 4 different tiers starting at 99p is the lowest tier, and with that you get some awesome emojis and all that stuff to use for whenever you come into the show. And who knows, there may come a point where YouTube allows you to use emojis from other memberships you have in this one. So keep the horizons broad. You never know, because that's something that they allow on Twitch, and that might be something that they translate over to here to build sense of community in the Chelsea YouTuber community. So big up to you guys for the support as always. Let's go ahead and give the shout outs to the proper casuals, and that's going to go out to Big Up DHL in the chat, B-Man, Adam CFC, Gabriel A, Skirmish, EE, Uncle Gestures, Hassan Nawaz, Will, Dark, Adrian, A. Soliman, and Scott. And that being said, also, since I did mention DHL, I want people to understand that I don't want an echo chamber in my chat. I want people to be reasonable and respectful, and I don't want people to be constantly bashing me with negativity, like we have certain men that come in here who are still allowed in the chat and come in here and do that. But I like having debate. I like seeing someone else's perspective. I don't necessarily disagree with DHL and what he says. I don't necessarily disagree with some of the things that Rainbow the God says or all these other people who constantly are regulars here in the chat. I like having a little bit of a back and forth, a little bit of a banter. Listen, it's always a Chelsea match here on Casually FC, so it's good to see people's different perspectives. It's good to have a different opinion, right? That's why we're here for it. I don't like to follow the status quo. I don't like to just say and bash the club constantly, even though they've done a lot of things that I thought were questionable. So, hey, this is what the show is about. It's about difference of opinion. It's about, seeing things from as many different perspectives as possible. I don't disagree with everyone. I don't agree with everyone. And that's just how I like it. No Echo Chambers FC over here on Casually FC. So that being said, I close it out, guys, with build up your platform. I appreciate you, DHL. As always, guys, we'll be back tomorrow with a special deadline stream, ladies and gents. There will be greatness tomorrow. We will be there. And as always, guys, check out the content in the description. Leave a comment down below. Hit the bell notification, memberships, all that fun stuff. We'll catch you over on Ahmed's stream, the Bridge 258, for more transfer news, and we'll see you tomorrow for Tic Tac.